This is Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store. Myself and Liam Williams here at the Vale Sports Arena in Cardiff, freezing our tits off to be polite. It is cold in here, Liam.
Yeah, mate, it's pretty cold. Look at this body warmer here, hands in my pockets, and I'm not enjoying myself. I'm enjoying the boxing, but I'm not enjoying the temperature.
That's good. At least you're enjoying the boxing, eh? Look, Liam, first things first, reflection on the back of last year. I know that we had quite a honest sit-down interview between the two of us, and you said, look, if I don't go and do a number on this guy, what level am I? There's no point in me boxing. You went and done a really good job over him. I know you're your own biggest critic, and you still said there were things you can take away from it, but now reflecting back, you got yourself out, look on to a positive 2023?
Yeah, mate, like as you just said there, I said back end of last year, if I couldn't beat that guy they put in front of me, realistically, what am I doing? Why am I still involved? Because, I plan to be on to bigger and better things and fighting for titles, world titles. So I did put a lot of pressure on myself, but I think I needed that. I needed to really go and put on a statement and get that guy out there, which I did. So on to bigger and better things now this year, and hopefully get a date soon. I'm thinking maybe April. Maybe even the Cordina bill. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited to be back. I've been training ever since the last fight, and exciting times ahead.
Do you feel fresher now? I know you had that time off, and you sort of was able to regroup a little bit. Do you feel like that was probably the best thing for you, what you needed?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit frustrating. There was a few times I was a bit pissed off, and I thought, I'm fed up with this crap over and over. Time out, you lose the fight, time out of the ring, do it all over again. But looking back, I think I probably needed it, because I did have a busy couple of years before Andrade and Eubank, and I feel fresh again now. As I said, I've been in the gym ever since my last fight. I've kept my weight in a decent place. My fitness has been taking over, staying at a good level all the time. So yeah, I'm ready to go. Give me 6 weeks. I'm ready to fight anyone in the world.
You say ready to fight anyone in the world. Would you like a bit of a sort of, maybe a tick-over fight, someone that maybe you're expected to go in, give you a tough couple of rounds, and then move to a big fight at the end of 2023? Or if they said to you, look, big fight next, would you take it?
Yeah. What's the point? Well, I don't even know how many fights I've had. 29, 30, I don't know, something like that. But what's the point in having warm-ups and takeovers? And I've already had my warm-up in the last fight, and I think I'm at that point of experience now where I shouldn't really be fighting in. Who wants to see me in a 6, 8, 10 rounder against average opposition? Nobody wants that. Everybody likes to see me in exciting fights, and that's why people love to watch me, because I like being in good fights. So I'm ready to push on and be in bigger fights now.
Do you have any names? Because I look at the middleweight division now, and I look at when you fought Andrade. Obviously, he was a champion. Golovkin was a champion. He's just vacated his IBF. Obviously, Andrade moving up to 168, or who knows what's going on with Andrade's career, in all honesty. But do you have a sort of pathway? Like, obviously 160's maybe not the stat glamour division it once was. Is there a fight that you can sort of see yourself in, and you think stylistically it would gel?
Yeah, not really, to be honest with you. I'm just I couldn't care less who I fight, whether I would even move up a weight to fight a big fight. But I don't really care. I just want the best opportunities, with the best deal, the best money, just whatever makes sense.
It meant your family's future as well.
Yeah, I've been in some big fights already as well, and obviously it's about money and leaving a bit of a legacy behind. But I think because I've boxed at that level already, for me to go, be in small fights is harder to get yourself motivated. And I need to. By the way, that was Gary Lockett there throwing a big roll of tape at me, dickhead. So as I said, I just want to be in big fights, and I like being in fights which I'm kind of up against it, because it gives me that bit of fire in my belly and a bit of, I know I got a challenge on my hands.
Liam, just finally from me, I wanted to sort of get your reflection and analysis. Obviously, we saw Chris Eubank and Liam Smith, and now Eubank looks to be making an appeal to the British Boxing Board of Control over the use of the elbows, and he will be evoking the rematch clause. Just your thoughts on the fight itself, and then your thoughts on Chris's sort of behaviour in the aftermath.
So I was very happy for Liam Smith. Yeah, you know, he done a good job at Eubank. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, by the way. I only wish it was me that done it to him, but obviously not. Fair play to Liam. And the elbow thing, that if you ask me, that's all a pile of bull, because you know he did clip him with the elbow, yeah, but he was in motion. He was full flow with the combination. At the end of the day, it's a fight, and sometimes these things, you know, it's not ideal, but sometimes these things happen, and you know you can't be going off crying about it. You're in a fight, you know, so just let it go.
Do you feel like maybe the wanting to make an appeal with the British board was maybe to try and get Chris in a position to mentally want to take the rematch?
I don't know, mate. I don't really know what the plan was behind it, but either way, I don't think he should take the fight again, because that's probably mentally damaged him. You know, like Eubank, it's just the way he is, his persona and the way he carries himself. I think a loss like that would have damaged his confidence quite badly. And I think there's a good, you know, that Liam Smith would have taken a lot of confidence away from her. So next time, I think there's a very good chance that it could be the same result.
All right, Liam, I won't keep you for any longer. We're freezing our tits off here. Thank you very much for your time, mate. We look forward to seeing 2023. Top man, thank you, brother.